Have you cleaned the floor in the lobby yet? I mean, cleaning up messes is just about the only thing you're good for. Or perhaps you're just loitering around to catch a glimpse of a real wedding.
I wasn't aware I had a time limit, but thanks for the concern.
You know, since you're already in the lobby, why don't you do us all a favor and mop the upstairs hallway too? That marble can really show dirt, especially after you walk across it.
I'll get right on that after I dry off. Unless, of course, you want to toss another glass of water my way.
Oh, please, don't be so dramatic. It was just a little water. Honestly, it improved the look. That knockoff bridal gown of yours was a bit dry.
Right, a little water to the face. So subtle, such a tasteful touch.
Oh, don't act so wounded. If you didn't want attention, you shouldn't have pranced around here in a dress you clearly borrowed from a movie prop closet. And besides, it's not like you belong here. This venue is for real weddings. As in, for important people, not for cleaning staff playing princess.
I appreciate the feedback. I'll let the staff know you're personally overseeing the guest list now.
Don't get smart with me, Mop Queen. We both know why you're here. You must have gotten the bright idea to stage some sad little budget ceremony in the side garden. I mean, really, what are the odds you'd book the same venue same day as our company's most important client? Coincidence? I doubt it. Desperation's more like it.
Must be fate, or a comedy of errors, or maybe I just have excellent taste.
You with taste? I've seen your lunchboxes. You don't even season your rice. No, this is textbook pathetic. You snuck into this venue to cosplay as someone who matters. Let me guess, you're hoping someone mistakes you for a guest and lets you sit through the reception, or maybe you're waiting for the leftover cake. How fitting.
Riley, if you're going to insult me, at least make it interesting. Cake jokes, that's what you're opening with?
Don't you dare use that tone with me. You think wearing a white dress suddenly gives you a spine? Please, you're still the same timid little office mouse who wipes down my desk and acts grateful for it. And now you're standing here dripping water on imported rugs like you own the place.
I didn't spill the water, that was you, which ironically makes you the mess I'm expected to clean. Again.
Keep talking, Cinderella. The gown doesn't change what you are. You don't belong here. This wedding, this level of class, is way beyond you. It's embarrassing, really. A cleaning woman pretending to be a bride. What's next? Gowns for the janitors, veils for the interns.
And yet here you are, shouting in the lobby and assaulting people with glassware. You're really elevating the tone.
Don't get clever. You're not clever. You're background noise, and you always have been. That's why it's so laughable that you're standing there like you're starring in something. Who exactly is marrying you anyway? Some guy who sells knockoff blenders from his car?
If you must know, no, he doesn't sell blenders, though I'm sure he'd get a kick out of that idea.
Oh, so he's just some poor sap who couldn't land a real woman? I swear, the blindness of men lately must be something in the air. He actually proposed to you?
He did, yeah. He got on one knee and everything. It was terribly cliché. I loved it.
Oh, I'm sure you did. People like you cling to cliches like life rafts. The idea that someone chose you, it's honestly kind of tragic. I hope you know he's settling drastically.
Thanks, Riley. I'll be sure to read your toast at the reception. It's got just the right amount of bitterness.
Watch your mouth. You think this dress makes you equal? You think just because you're playing bride today, you've suddenly earned something? Don't kid yourself. You're still beneath me. You'll always be beneath me. And your little fantasy wedding won't change that.
You know, I used to wonder what made you so angry all the time. Now I think it's just the natural result of inhaling your own ego.
Huh! Oh, please, go get changed, scrub girl. You look ridiculous. And hurry up, the real wedding's about to start, and I don't want to be late. It's not every day you get to mingle with top clients.
May, I just got a message from one of the staff. They said something about you getting splashed with water in the lobby. Please tell me you didn't get into a fight with the champagne fountain again.
I wish it were something that dignified. No, this time it was courtesy of Riley and a full glass of water, which she very dramatically hurled at me like she was auditioning for a soap opera.
Wait, she actually threw water at you? Like, deliberately?
Oh yes, very deliberately. It wasn't even subtle. One moment I was adjusting my veil, the next I was drenched like I'd taken a wrong turn into a car wash.
On our wedding day? Are you serious? That woman needs a hobby or therapy, or maybe both.
Probably both, though I'm starting to think what she really needs is a mirror. Because if she saw the look on her face while she did it, she might scare herself into better behavior.
What even prompted it? Did she think your dress was too clean? Or maybe she's just very, very enthusiastic about helping people avoid heat stroke?
According to her, my mere existence in a wedding dress at a venue of this caliber was some kind of personal offense. She accused me of trying to play bride at a venue meant for real weddings and suggested I go mop the second floor to make myself useful. I know.
That's rich coming from someone who thinks stealing PowerPoint slides makes her a visionary.
I think she actually believes I wandered in off the street to crash a random wedding because the smell of free canapes was just too strong to resist.
She genuinely doesn't know this is your wedding.
Kevin, she still thinks I'm the cleaning lady who dared to cosplay as a bride for the day. You should have seen her face. It was this fascinating blend of smugness and confusion. It was like she couldn't decide whether to report me to security or critique my hemline.
But we told everyone at the office you made an announcement. We even sent out the save the dates with the location and everything.
Yes, and Riley just happened to be out sick that entire week. When she came back, she had already decided that I must have been excluded from the guest list because I'm beneath everyone else. I tried to explain the truth at first, but she cut me off and started monologuing about how pitiful it was that I hadn't been invited.
So she thinks she's here for a client's wedding and that you're squatting in a ball gown?
Pretty much. In her mind, I am a rogue broom wielder who managed to steal 5 minutes of fantasy before being forcibly removed from the premises, and I have to say, I admire the commitment to her delusion. She even told me I should just enjoy the leftover cake quietly and stay out of the way of the real guests.
Wow, I always knew she was dramatic, but this is bordering on performance art. Should I go talk to her? I could clear this up in 2 sentences and have her escorted out before she throws a chair.
As satisfying as that sounds, I think it'll be much more efficient to let her attend the ceremony and figure it out in real time. There's something beautifully poetic about letting the truth crash down in front of the entire guest list.
You're seriously gonna let her watch the whole thing unfold?
Oh, absolutely. I want her sitting in the front row holding a program and waiting for the bride to appear. Only to realize the woman she doused with ice water is walking down the aisle in couture and marrying the man she's been fangirling over for months.
That's honestly kind of evil. I love it.
See, this is why we work. Shared values.
You do realize she might scream or faint or try to object mid-ceremony like we're in the middle of a rom-com.
If she objects, I'm just going to tell her she's late and the cleaning staff has already been promoted to CEO's wife. Besides, what's a wedding without a little drama?
You're unbelievable, but also brilliant, and now I'm mildly terrified of you.
That's healthy. A little fear keeps the marriage interesting.
All right, Miss Chaos, let's get you out of that damp disaster of a dress and into something worthy of public gasping. Did the venue manage to get you a replacement?
They did, actually. It's not exactly what I picked originally, but it's beautiful and dry, which, at this point, is my only requirement.
Good. I still can't believe she soaked you, and right before the ceremony. Honestly, I feel like we should charge her for the dress.
Oh, don't worry. I plan to, right down to the last sequin. But first, I need to reapply some foundation and wrangle this hair back into something resembling order. I looked like a melted cupcake out there.
You still looked amazing. Slightly soggy, maybe, but very on theme for a woman about to wash someone's ego down the drain.
That might be the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
I try. Okay, go get changed. I'll make sure everything's ready to start as soon as you're done. Just signal me when you're in place and we'll cue the music and the humiliation.
Sounds perfect. Just one thing.
What's that?
Make sure Riley gets a really good seat. I want her front and center when the reality check hits.
Done. I'll even give her a complimentary program and a fan. She's gonna need something to clutch when her jaw hits the floor.
You're the best.
I know. Now hurry, your groom awaits, and your nemesis is about to experience a cinematic reckoning.
Consider me motivated.
Well, I assume you finally mopped up that little puddle you left in the lobby. I swear it looked like someone emptied a kiddie pool onto the marble. Do you realize how slippery that made everything? What if someone important had fallen?
Yeah, it sure would be a shame, wouldn't it? Gee, I wonder what clumsy, self-important moron was responsible for the floor getting wet in the first place.
Don't get cute. You're lucky I didn't tell the venue staff to have you escorted out. But honestly, I figured letting you flounder in your own embarrassment was punishment enough. Besides, it's not every day I get to witness a full-blown identity crisis in real time.
It's a special day, no doubt.
Speaking of which, where is the bride? Honestly, it's outrageous how late she's running. Making all these guests wait. It's unprofessional, it's inconsiderate, and frankly, it reflects terribly on the groom. He's the CEO of a major company, for heaven's sake, and she's treating this event like a casual dinner party. She should have been ready half an hour ago.
Yes, how dare a bride take extra time to fix a minor wardrobe mishap? Some people are just so selfish.
Exactly! See, now you're getting it. I mean, imagine if I were the bride. I'd be on time, organized, composed, and ready to impress. Not to mention far more fitting in terms of social class and overall elegance.
You forgot modesty. You're very modest, too.
Well, I don't like to brag, but everyone knows I'm one of the most polished women at the company. When you think executive wife, you don't picture someone fumbling through a hairdo in a broom closet. You picture me, poised, and again, poised.
That's 3 times, so it must be true.
And let's be honest, I've earned it. After all, I was placed on the new product development team because of my outstanding initiative and creativity. Remember that brainstorming memo I handed in? Game changer.
Oh yes, the one that looked suspiciously familiar.
Please, I crafted that from scratch. I'm what you'd call a natural innovator. You, on the other hand, are more of a sponge. You're very good at absorbing instructions.
That's one way to put it.
I wouldn't be surprised if the CEO already has his eye on me. These types of men, they know value when they see it. I'm not saying I'd go for a full-blown affair or anything, but if the marriage hits a rough patch, well, I do believe in keeping doors open. I could start as a confidant, maybe a second wife down the line, ease into it.
So, you'd be willing to settle for silver if gold's already taken?
Oh, please, I'm the platinum. It's just a matter of time before he realizes it. Besides, you can tell a lot about a man by who he chooses. If he's marrying someone sloppy and slow, it reflects poorly on his judgment. That's why I need to see this mystery bride for myself.
Do you?
Of course! I'm dying to know what she looks like. Is she tall? Short? Does she walk like she belongs here, or like she's terrified the place will invoice her for breathing? Tell me, have you caught a glimpse of her yet?
Just a little, enough to recognize her. You know her very well, actually.
Really? Wait, don't tell me it's that smug intern from HR, the one who wears ballet flats with everything?
No, not her.
Oh no, is it the VP's niece? The one who pretends to be humble but owns 3 condos?
Still no.
Then who?
Riley, it's me, the bride. It's me. I'm the one marrying the CEO today.
You're joking.
Not even a little.
You? You're the one he's marrying?
Surprising, isn't it? And yet, here we are.
No, that doesn't make any sense. This is some elaborate prank, isn't it?
I'm afraid not, but I have to say your commentary this afternoon has been illuminating.
But you're nothing. You're absolutely nothing.
Yes, Riley, I know you think I'm just the cleaning lady. You've said it enough times. I'm also the woman he proposed to 6 months ago. The woman who's been planning this day alongside him. And the one who just finished fixing her hair after a certain someone threw water at her. But don't worry, you'll still get to enjoy the ceremony. Front row view and everything.
I don't believe this for 1 second. You're making this all up. There's no way an important guy would marry you.
If you'll excuse me, I believe it's time I walked down that aisle.
Don't you dare walk away from this conversation.
I really can't spare any more time for you. There is a rather important event waiting on me, and I'd hate to delay it any further. You understand, of course. After all, you've been so vocal about how important punctuality is.
You can't just ignore me.
I can, and I will. Enjoy the view, Riley. I know I will.
I still can't believe what I just witnessed. You, of all people, walking down the aisle in that dress, marrying him. How does that even happen?
I suppose it helps when the groom is in love with you. That tends to speed things along.
No, see, that doesn't track. You're just some boring beige girl from the office who keeps her head down and wipes desks like it's a spiritual calling. There's no way a man like that looks at a woman like you and thinks, ah, yes, wife material.
Well, I never claimed to be your type. Fortunately, I'm his.
Don't get smug. You stole this. You realize that, right? You stole my chance. If you hadn't been bumped to that legacy product team, I would have been the one working with him. I would have been the one in meetings, at dinners, building rapport. And let's be honest, if I had been there instead of you, this wedding would have had a much better bride.
You mean if you hadn't stolen my memo and gotten me reassigned?
Oh, please. You act like your little bullet points were revolutionary. I streamlined them. I elevated the language. You should be thanking me, but no, you slithered off to some dusty side project, and that of all things is what introduced you to him? That's not hard work, it's dumb luck.
Maybe, but it brought me here, and it brought you here. So, I guess we both ended up where we belong.
Don't you dare act like this is some justified ending. I'm smarter, I'm better looking. I carry myself like someone who belongs in a room like this. You look like someone who got lost on the way to the utility closet.
Huh. I thought I was marrying someone who got lost on the way to the utility closet.
Huh? Wait a second. Kevin? Mr. Kevin, sir, is that you?
Why, yes, Riley. Yes, it is. Quite the monologue, by the way. Very theatrical.
Please let me explain. This was all just one very big misunderstanding. You know how things get when emotions are high and nerves are frayed. I was simply expressing a few lighthearted frustrations. It was just a little teasing, really.
Yes. Drenching someone in water, accusing them of crashing their own wedding, and declaring you'd make a better wife? All just casual office banter, right?
Exactly, you get it. I knew you would. You have a good sense of humor.
Then you won't mind if I joke back. Maybe I'll tease you by forwarding your behavior to your legal department. Or maybe I'll poke fun by having your internal reports pulled for review.
Wait, no, I wasn't intending to do anything malicious.
Oh, you weren't? You sabotaged my wife's big day, mocked her in front of clients and guests, but you weren't intending anything malicious? Because from where I stood, that's exactly what you accomplished. And the best part, you didn't even realize it was her wedding until she spelled it out for you.
I genuinely didn't know. If I'd known, if anyone had told me, I never would have.
Everyone did tell you. The office announcement went out weeks ago, but you were too busy laughing at your own imagined superiority to listen. And instead of asking questions, you just filled in the blanks with whatever narrative kept you feeling important.
But I'm not some random employee. I'm respected. I'm considered high potential. People see me as an asset.
I see you as a liability, one who mocks her colleagues, steals their work, and creates PR disasters at formal events. And before you ask, yes, I've been aware of your little high potential act for some time now. I heard from May that you're quite fond of pushing all your work onto her, then taking all the credit for what she does. That's some pretty cringeworthy mean girl stuff there. I just didn't think it would come to a public meltdown at my wedding.
You don't understand. I was just angry. She's not better than me. She's not prettier. If I'd been given the same chance, I could have had you wrapped around my finger in weeks.
Then let me clarify something. I never liked you, not even a little. You came off as fake, manipulative, and exhausting. And every time I saw you in the office, I wondered how someone so outwardly polished could be so consistently cruel.
But I didn't know she was your fiancé.
That's not an excuse. It just makes it more embarrassing. You treated her like she was beneath you. And now that you know who she really is, you're scrambling to rewrite history.
Please, I didn't mean any harm.
And yet harm was done. And as it happens, Silk doesn't forgive. The dress you soaked, that was a custom gown worth $30,000. The replacement? The highest tier dress the venue could find on short notice. That's another $20,000. That makes a total of $50,000.
$50,000?
And that's me being polite. We haven't even factored in the hair, makeup, or the 20-minute delay you caused, which nearly threw off the entire ceremony schedule.
I can't afford that. That's almost my entire year's salary.
Then maybe next year you'll think twice before throwing a tantrum in formal wear. A check will be expected by the end of the month. You'll receive an invoice by Monday.
This is insane! You can't just drop that on me. There's got to be another way to handle this.
There was. You could have shown up, sat down, and kept your mouth shut. You could have treated your coworkers like human beings. But instead, you went for public humiliation, and now you're the one being humiliated. That's not insanity, Riley. That's symmetry.
You're going to ruin me.
Nope, you did that yourself. I'm just itemizing the damage. I
cannot believe this is happening. I was called into a disciplinary meeting this morning before I even finished my coffee. Do you know how humiliating that is?
I'm sure it felt like quite the culture shock to have someone finally asking you to explain yourself.
And then, right on cue, a courier arrives with this, a formal invoice from your husband. For $50,000! $50,000! That's practically my entire yearly income.
Oh, so he waived the emotional distress fee? That was generous of him.
May, please, you have to talk to him. Tell him to cancel it, or reduce it, or stall it. I don't care. Anything. You know I don't have that kind of money lying around.
Riley, you had no problem throwing water at a custom gown like it was an old towel. Surely you knew things like that have a price tag.
I thought it was some cheap department store knockoff. Not silk imported from Italy or whatever.
Handmade lace, actually, and the replacement gown, the venue's most expensive emergency option. Honestly, you have an eye for ruining only the finest.
May, be reasonable. I was emotional. I didn't know it was your wedding. If I'd known...
You would have thrown the water anyway, just with more flair.
This could ruin my finances, and now there's a rumor going around that I might actually get fired. Fired! I've never ever been written up before.
Well, when you ruin the wedding of our biggest client and then try to flirt with him immediately afterward, people start asking questions.
You could have told me.
I tried. You interrupted multiple times, usually to criticize my dress, my posture, or my imagined life choices.
You should have insisted.
You don't listen when people insist. You just talk louder.
May, please. We've known each other for years. You can't just stand there and let me get fired.
Actually, I'm doing remarkably well just standing here watching you get fired.
Oh my god, you're enjoying this, aren't you?
A little, but not in the way you think. I don't enjoy your misery. I just find the poetic symmetry oddly satisfying.
What the hell does that mean?
Funny you should ask. Do you remember the dozens of times you told me to clean your desk while dumping your trash in my lap?
So?
Well, I took that advice to heart. I cleaned your desk. In fact, I've been cleaning it regularly. Everything you've left behind for the past 2 years, every half-eaten lunch, every expired yogurt cup, every passive-aggressive sticky note. You'll be pleased to know it's all been collected and carefully stored.
What are you talking about?
It's in the spare warehouse. The facilities manager gave me permission to use some shelf space. You'll find it all organized by month.
You didn't!
I did. We didn't want to dispose of anything without your approval. After all, you were so particular about how things should be handled.
This is a joke. This has to be. You can't just go through my things without permission.
What's the matter, Riley? I thought I was doing you a favor. It was such a terrible mess, and I know how much you like things to be sparkly clean.
Tell me you didn't actually go through all my documents.
You're sounding awfully nervous about this, Riley. What's the matter? Are you afraid of what we'll find in those documents?
No, I just don't want you going through all my stuff, that's all.
Unfortunately for you, I didn't. HR did.
What?
Apparently, once the photos of your desk started circulating, leadership decided it was a health code violation waiting to happen. Someone from HR saw a couple documents in the pile that looked out of place, and so he checked them out, and well, long story short, you're being suspended.
Suspended? You mean I'm actually suspended?
Temporarily, while they review your conduct, they'll determine whether you're still a fit for the company.
I need to talk to someone. I need a lawyer.
You might want to talk to a doctor first.
Excuse me?
You know, just to make sure you're all right upstairs. All those years of sneering, monologuing, and thinking I was the cleaning staff who snuck into a luxury venue to steal hors d'oeuvres? That takes a special kind of mental gymnastics.
You're suggesting I need to see a neurologist?
Well, you're on suspension. Might as well make use of the time. I'm sure Kevin knows a few good names. His best friend from college is a neurologist. I can ask.
Don't you dare pretend like you care.
Who said I was pretending?
I hate you!
I'll add it to the card we enclose with your invoice. Personalized customer service.
You're a monster, May!
No, Riley, I'm what happens when the monster learns how to smile politely and file paperwork.
I swear I'll make you pay for this!
Actually, you are the one who's going to pay for this, unless you want to get fired and go to jail, that is. In the end, Riley was officially terminated. The disciplinary board didn't even deliberate long. Her behavior at the wedding alone was grounds enough, but the dress compensation invoice for $50,000 was just the beginning. As a final act of poetic justice, management assigned her to clean out the warehouse where her own trash had been stored. Years of takeout boxes, broken office supplies, and petty printed memos were all waiting for her, just as she'd left them. And then came the real twist. Somewhere beneath the ketchup-stained folders and melted plastic forks, they found confidential company documents. Misfiled, mishandled, and now very much on the radar of upper management, she was summoned again, not for a warning this time, but for a formal investigation. Whispers of legal consequences began circulating, rumors of negligence, breach of policy, even pending lawsuits. Ironic, huh? The queen of her own kingdom was toppled by the very mess she made. As for the rest of us, we moved on. Kevin and I returned to work. The company rebuilt its reputation. And Riley, she remained exactly where she belonged. Surrounded by garbage, stripped of power, finally facing the consequences she thought would never come.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.